Hi everyone. Today we'll discuss about the 15 Indian women who have played vital role in forming the Indian Constitution. So we'll discuss one by one. Let us know brief about the Constitution of India, as we all know that it was adopted by the elected Constituent Assembly on 26 November 1949 and came into effect on 26 January 1950. The total membership of the Constituent Assembly was 389. While we all remember Dr. B R Ambedkar as the father of Indian Constitution and other pioneering male members who helped draft the Indian Constitution. The contribution of the 15 female members of the Constituent Assembly is easily forgotten. Today, let us take a look at the powerful women who helped draft our Constitution. On number 1, we have Ammu Swaminathan. She was born in Kerala. She formed the Women's India Association in 1917 in Madras along with Annie Besant. She became a part of the Constituent Assembly from the Madras Constituency in 1946, and as she was elected in the parliament in the Constituent Assembly, she famously quoted, "People outside have been saying that India did not give equal rights to her women. Now we can say that when the Indian people themselves framed their constitution, they have given rights to women equal with other citizens of the country." On number 2, we have Dakshayani Veluyudhan. She was born on July 4, 1912 on the island of Bolgatty in Cochin. She was the leader of the then titled depressed class belonging to the Pulaya community who were severely discriminated against. She was among the first generation of people to be educated from the community and the first woman to wear an upper cloth. In 1945, Dakshayani was nominated to the Cochin Legislative Council by the state government. She was the first and only Dalit woman to be elected to the Constituent Assembly in 1946. Dakshayani sided with B R Ambedkar on many issues related to the Scheduled Caste community during the Constituent Assembly debates. On number 3, we have Begum Azaz Rasool, only Muslim woman member of the Constituent Assembly, and Begum joined the Muslim League along with his husband and entered electoral politics in 1935. Elected to the UP Legislative Assembly after independence, Begum Azaz Rasool joined Congress. Elected to the RS or Rajya Sabha in 1952 and was a member of the Uttar Pradesh Legislative Assembly from 1969 to 1990. In 2000, she was awarded a Padma Bhushan for social work contribution. On number 4, we have Durgabai Deshmukh, born in Rajamundry on 15th July 1909. She participated in the non-cooperation movement when she was just 12 years old. She also participated Salt Satyagraha in Madras and also formed the Andhra Mahila Sabha in 1936. She was also associated with the Andhra Educational Society, New Delhi. Durgabai was awarded the 4th Nehru Literary Award in 1979 for her outstanding contribution to the promotion of literacy in India. In 1975, after independence, she was awarded the Padma Vibhushan. On number 5, we have Hansa Jivraj Mehta. She was born on July 3rd, 1897, to the Diwan of Baroda Manubhai Nand Shankar Mehta. Hansa studied journalism and sociology in England. She became president of All India Women's Conference in 1945-1946. In her presidential address at the All India Women's Conference convention held in Hyderabad, she proposed a charter of women's rights. On number 6, we have Kamla Chaudhary. Kamla Chaudhary was born in an affluent family of Lucknow. However, it was still a struggle for her to continue her education. Moving away from her family's loyalty to the imperial government, she joined the nationalists and was an active participant in the civil disobedience movement launched by Gandhi in 1930. She was vice president of All India Congress Committee in its 54th session and was elected as member of Lok Sabha in the late 70s. Kamla Chaudhary was also a celebrated fiction writer, and her stories usually dealt with women's inner worlds or the emergence of India as a modern nation. On number 7, we have Leela Roy. Leela Roy was born in Golpara, Assam in October 1900. Her father was a deputy magistrate and sympathized with the nationalist movement. She graduated from Bethune College in 1921 and became assistant secretary to the All Bengal Women's Suffrage Committee and arranged meetings to demand women's rights. On number 8, we have Malti Chaudhary. Malti Chaudhary was born in 1904 to a distinguished family in East Bengal, which is now in Bangladesh. In the year 1921, at the age of 16, Malti Chaudhary was sent to Shanti Niketan, where she got admitted to Vishwa Bharati. She married Nabek Rushna Chaudhary, who later became the Chief Minister of Odisha and shifted to Odisha in 1927. On the next, we have Purnima Banerjee. She was the secretary of the Indian National Congress Committee in Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh. She was one among a radical network of women from UP who stood at the forefront of freedom movement in late 30s and 40s. She was arrested for her participation in the Satyagraha and Quit India movement. As secretary for the city committee, she was responsible for engaging and organizing trade unions, Kisan meetings, and work towards greater rural engagement. On number 10th, we have a very famous or eminent personality, Rajkumari Amrit Kaur. She was born on 2nd February 1889 in Lucknow, UP, India's first health minister, 10-year tenure, and she worked as Gandhiji's secretary for 16 years. She was the founder of AIMS, All India Institute of Medical Science. She set up the Tuberculosis Association of India, the Central Leprosy and Research Institute, chairman of the executive committee of St. John's Ambulance Society, and when she died in 1964, the New York Times called her a princess in her nation's service. So, on number 11, we have Renuka Ray. She was the daughter of Satish Chandra Mukherjee, an ICS officer, and Charulata Mukherjee, a social worker and member of All India Women's Conference (AIWC). As a young girl, Renuka lived for a while in London and completed her BA from the London School of Economics. On number 12, we have Sarojini Naidu. Born on February 13, 1879 in Hyderabad, India, she was the first Indian woman to be president of the Indian National Congress and to be appointed as an Indian state governor. She is popularly called the Nightingale of India. Her anti-British activity brought her a number of prison sentences. For example, in 1930s, 1932, and 1942 and 43, she accompanied Gandhi to London for the inconclusive second session of the Round Table Conference in 1931. Sarojini Naidu was also known for her literary prowess, and in 1914 she was elected a Fellow of the Royal Society of Literature. Let's move ahead. On number 13, we have again a very famous personality, Sucheta Kriplani. Born in 1908 in present-day Haryana's Ambala town, she is especially remembered for her role in the Quit India movement of 1942. She established the women's wing of the Congress Party in 1940. She took over as the Chief Minister of UP from Chandra Bhanu Gupta and occupied the top post till 1967. She was India's first woman Chief Minister, and the state was Uttar Pradesh. On number 14, Vijay Lakshmi Pandit. As we all know that, she was the sister of India's first PM, Jawaharlal Nehru. Born in Allahabad on August 18, 1900, she was imprisoned by the British on three different occasions in 1932, 33, 1940, and 1942 to 43. In 1937, she became Minister of Local Self-Government and Public Health, the first Indian woman ever to become a cabinet minister. She was appointed as the first woman and the first Asian to be elected president of the UN General Assembly. On number 15, we have Annie Mascarene. She was born into a Latin Catholic family belonging to Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. She was one of the first women to join the Travancore State Congress. For her political activism, she was imprisoned for various periods from 1939 to 47. Mascarene was elected to the first Lok Sabha in the Indian general election in 1951. She was first woman MP from Kerala and one of the only 10 elected to parliament in those elections. She had served briefly as ministers in charge of health and power during 1949 and 1950. So friends, these 15 women played a vital role in the formation of Indian Constitution, and thanks for your patience, and please subscribe our channel. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.